Hi everybody, I'm Angel, and with me today is Elson. Today is Friday, May 6th. This week is Teachers Appreciation Week here at LHS and all over the country.
Hey everybody, my name is Mike Fiato. I'm the headmaster at Lawrence High. Graduate of Lawrence High School and Kane School. Went to the Salem Street, if you remember that, if anyone's around during that era, and the Breen School. I had a lot of teachers that have helped me along the way. I remember my kindergarten teacher, Miss St. Ange. I was really nervous about going to kindergarten and didn't really go to preschool, so leaving my house I had a little anxiety, and she made me feel very comfortable. I don't know how I remember that. In junior high, I had people like Mr. Dunleavy, Frank Dunleavy, who was a teacher at Lawrence High, and Bob Murray as coaches, Mike Mansour, people that kind of helped me along the way, shaped me as a person, teach us what about responsibility, respect, hard work ethic. Without those teachers in my life, I don't think I would be where I am today. So I wanted to thank them and all my teachers that I've had, and I want to thank all of our teachers here at Lawrence High. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week, and thanks for all you do for our kids.
Stay tuned for a video of teacher shoutouts following the end of the news, and here's what's been happening this week of Inside LHS for the first week of May.
AP testing started this week and will continue into next week. AP stands for Advanced Placement, certain classes that offer college credit depending on what score the student gets on the test. AP testing will be happening all around LHS. Make sure if you are taking exams, you talk to your guidance counselor so you know where you have to go for testing. Good luck everyone taking these exams.
Senior final exams are the week of May 23rd through May 27th. This is the last week of school for seniors before they graduate. This week after is senior week, and the seniors will be gone, waiting for graduation on Friday, June 3rd. The rest of the school will have their finals in June before school ends.
For those of you who have anticipated the 2016 prom, your time is here. Seniors and juniors are preparing today for this exciting occasion. Dinner is provided along with a DJ so you can dance all night long. This year's prom will be held at Castleton in Windham, New Hampshire. We wish them luck and have a safe and fun night.
Earlier this week, 21 BMF students received their certificates of completion for the financial literacy class they've been taking this semester with their financial coaches from Merrimack College and the people from ACT. The students celebrated learning how to manage their money. Congratulations to them.
All right, and I want to congratulate our first graduating class. You guys and ladies have paved the way for many more years to come. You are the pioneers that have brought the collaboration together between my alma mater, Merrimack College, and Lawrence High School, which is a wonderful thing. And you have shown us that you really do want to know. You want to be knowledgeable. You want to understand. But what I'm hoping you take from this is that you now go home, you share this with your family, and share it with your friends, because people are unknowledgeable. And what did we find out? When you're unknowledgeable, what happens? Everything, right? You don't save. You don't have the opportunities that other people have. You also, with the identity theft that we talked about today. So take it and share it. That's what this is all about. Okay, so congratulations. And are you ready for your certificates? Yeah.
Upcoming this month is the Mathematic MCAS, which will be taking place on Tuesday, May 17th and Wednesday, the 18th. Just like the last round of MCAS testing, freshmen and sophomores will come into school and on time, while juniors and seniors get a delayed start. Juniors and seniors are required to be at school in uniform at 11 a.m. to start the day. In order to create a more efficient testing environment for the students taking the MCAS, if you're taking the MCAS, make sure to get a good night's sleep and eat a balanced breakfast. We wish you luck on your test.
Next Wednesday on May 11th, the PFA Music Department will host their annual spring concert. The concert will feature performances by the concert choirs, the girls ensemble, and the students from the instrumental music program. The concert will be at 6 p.m. at the Performing Arts Center here at LHS. Tickets will cost $3. Come listen to great music and support the music department. And one of the groups singing in the next week's concert is the LHS Girls Ensemble. The group sang last Sunday with the New England classical singers in a concert of classical music. The graduating seniors of the ensemble were honored at the concert.
Hi, I'm from NECS. I'm the Vice President. This is Sally, our secretary, and we would just like to recognize a few of the girls from the high school chorus who are graduating this year. So if I read your name, please come down. Anna, Heidi, Amada, Katie, Will-Marie, Candace, Alexis, Kat, Damarie, Anita, and Emily. And as you can see, that's 11. We're going to lose 11 girls this year. So
And these girls have sung with us for the last 3 years doing this. So this is really fun.
Well, that would do it for this week inside LHS. As we said at the beginning of the news, it's been Teacher Appreciation Week. So this week we'll leave you with some shout outs to teachers from across the campus by students and faculties who have been greatly inspired by these dedicated teachers. Anyone you want to shout out to, Angel?
I'd love to shout out MST Dr. Shire and MST Jessamine for just being great teachers. Anybody you would like to shout out?
I'd like to shout out to Miss Heredia. I might have never had her, but she's a really great mentor for robotics, and yeah, keep doing what you do. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
So my favorite teacher in HOD is Mr. Beauchamp, because I can always say stupid stuff with him and joke around, and you know, he's always just annoying me.
Hi, my name is Natalie, and I would like to shout out Miss Heredia. She's a teacher that will take your hand, open your mind, and touch your heart. I would like to appreciate her for her great math skills. She's a wonderful teacher, and I would just like to shout out her. Woo!
So I became a teacher because of the teaching of many of my teachers. However, I do want to give a shout out to Miss Goslin, who is now Mrs. Girardi. She was my marketing teacher, and therefore I went to school for accounting and marketing. I also want to shout out Mr. Pichardo. He was my geometry teacher.
Yes, Mr. Ed Brochick, who was my high school accounting teacher here at Lawrence High School. He was one of the best teachers I've ever had. He treated us all with respect, great sense of humor, and he is probably the one and only reason I came back to teach the same course at Lawrence High School.
No, you.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Justice for making math fun.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Renew because he's a hell of a cool guy.
Favorite teacher, Mr. Tanaka, because he opened my eyes to things that I would never think about during my high school experience. So yeah, shout out to him.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Jeever.
Mine would be between Mr. Siva and Ms. Martinez.
My favorite teacher is Coach Boardman because he always pushed me to do my best.
Okay. Shout out to Miss Cynthia.
Yeah.
We chose her because throughout the day she goes through the difficult times with the students that act immature, and even though she's tight-knit, she still goes through the day teaching.
Yeah, she does. She
Spanish
teaches a
teacher.
lot.
Our Spanish.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Oshouse because he's just a down-to-earth person and he's just chill. That's my boy.
Okay. My favorite teacher of all time was Mr. McInerney. He was my 5th grade teacher. We built cameras out of oatmeal containers. We studied light optics in 5th grade, and he was just, he pushed us way beyond what we should have been doing in 5th grade, and I still remember him as my best teacher.
For me, Mr. Barahona. Can you talk in Spanish? Sí. Okay. Porque primero que todo es un maestro de nuestro país. Nos sentimos identificados con él y nos hace sentir bien aquí porque nos hace recordar de dónde somos y que no tenemos que olvidarnos de dónde venimos.
Para mí, mejor profesor es el Mr. Barahona. Nos ayuda en lo que necesitamos. Es un profesor excelente y me cae súper bien.
Para mí es Mr. Barahona porque está siempre con nosotros, apoyando en todo lo que necesitamos.
Mi maestro favorito es Mr. Barahona porque es de Ecuador y nos ayuda mucho con el español. Y por eso quisiera mandarle saludos y le agradezco por toda su ayuda.
Shout out to Mr. Sanchez.
Bueno, Miss Shadow, Miss White.
Favorite teacher in the whole world was Mr. German. He was the best. He was cool. We got to read things that related to us, and he always made sure that we had a voice and that it was heard. So that was my favorite teacher.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. G, my physics teacher.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Boardman, my chemistry teacher. I'm giving my shout out to Ms. Lizardo because she's always very nice to students. Just keep being you, Ms. Lizardo.
My favorite teacher is Lizardo.
Hey, I'm Gui. I'd like to give shout outs to Miss Lizardo. I think she's really nice and really funny. She's like, she doesn't even feel like a teacher. She feels like one of us. And I would also want to give a shout out to Mr. Carpenito. He's hilarious. He might kill me someday, but you know, yeah.
I would like to give a shout out to Miss Lizardo.
A shout out to Mr. Gorham. Thank you for believing in me and for telling me I was going to be an English teacher even when I didn't know I was going to be an English teacher, and I hope I'm making you proud.
Give a shout out to Mr. Matos. Keep being an awesome art teacher and keep doing you.
My favorite teacher is Mr. E because he's the best and he makes us all feel at home.
My favorite teacher is Miss McGrady because she actually cares about her students and looks out for them most of the time.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Kanjanga because he pushes me to do better every day.
Hi, and I'm here just to give a shout out to AK for being an amazing teacher and helping me so much, so yeah.
I'd like to have a shout out to Miss Blatchford.
Yo, shout out to janitors.
Shout out to Colucci and AK.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Pichardo and El Real Sánchez.
Mi maestro así bueno es Miss Cabra, maestra. Miss Cabra, porque me ayuda en inglés y le agradezco de todo corazón.
Alright, shout out to Mr. Matos for introducing me to CrossFit. It's been helping me a lot in losing weight. I really appreciate him so much.
I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Fakara and Tracy. Fakara because he's awesome and Tracy because she does so much for the school.
Shout out to my 5th grade English teacher, Mr. Hoffman. You're awesome.
My favorite teacher, Mr. Lombardi. He ain't even a teacher, but that's my boy.
Yo, that's my boy.
That's my boy.
And Bates. Oh,
Love
man.
all day, you feel me? That's my man.
Shout out to Mr. White for always being there for me since freshman year.
Shout out for Eric, my coach on tennis. He helped me out and he always supported me. He put me on varsity and he helped me get better.
My name is Manari Arias. I will shout out Ms. Whitehead for helping me improve my English.
My name is Quincy and I want to shout out my 8th grade teacher, Ms. Sue.
I want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Price for helping me pass my classes and just being the best teacher ever.
My favorite teacher was Ms. Kowalski because she was always there for me and always helped me with my projects.
My favorite teacher is Miss Carol because she's not boring like the other teachers, and she's very lenient with her.
High school, whatever.
Oh, when I was in high school? Oh, Mr. Roosh, definitely.
Why?
He was my junior year history teacher, and he was just awesome. He made class interesting, but with a lot of important information, and I liked him. He was a really cool teacher.
Janet Pye, because she's the best.
It's really hard for me to pick my favorite teacher, but I have to say my favorite teacher would be Mr. Medina because he's always smiling and he has a very contagious smile and laugh. So every time I see him, my day gets better.
My favorite teacher is Mr. De La Rosa because he was chill.
The best teacher in HLD is Marcy. Miss Ryan because she's always annoying.
So my favorite teacher would have to be Miss Tornes because she's strict and she does her job well. She's a good teacher.
Yo, my favorite teacher, all of them, to be honest, because y'all helped me get through my 4 years of high school. I appreciate all of you. Shout out to class 2016. We out here.
you.